Life After the PMP Exam by Phil C. Akinwale. How to proceed on the journey of project management after passing the PMP exam or the project management certifications. Introduction. Often, project managers pass the PMP exam and wonder how to proceed in their careers. It's not uncommon to hear some project managers become dissatisfied in their current positions, looking for more challenging opportunities in project management or better compensation. This audiobook addresses these key concerns in 3 chapters. Chapter 1 focuses on continuing with certification requirements for the project manager. Chapter 2 focuses on self-actualization and fulfillment for the PMP. And Chapter 3 is a brief study on 8 ways to progress after the PMP exam. Introduction. Continuing certification requirements for the PMP. Now, the tough part is done. You are a PMP. You are a PMI credential holder. You are required to participate in the Certification Requirement Program in order to maintain your PMP certificate or other certificate you obtain from the PMI. Were you aware that the day you pass the exam, your certification CCR cycle begins? The good thing about the CCR program is project managers find that they need to exert themselves to retain their certificates. You currently need to obtain 60 PDUs. PDUs are known as Professional Development Units. PDUs are used to quantify your development activities, so you earn 1 PDU for 1 hour's worth of project development activities carried out in the field of project management. Now, this could be any structured professional development activity. There are various ways you can obtain PDUs in this program. Depending on your PMI certificate, you are required to obtain a certain number of PDUs in each 3-year cycle. Failure to maintain your PDUs could result in you having to retake the exam, so you must take the CCR program very seriously. Let's talk about the different categories in which you can obtain PDUs. The first category is formal academic education. This refers to PDUs obtained as a result of academic endeavors. This could be at a school of project management, a college, or community college. 1 hour of credit is equivalent to 1 PDU. Also, bear in mind that the course of study should relate to project management. If you attended college for a degree program, the entire degree program should not be submitted as a PDU. Only the course can be submitted on a separate CCR reporting form for PDUs. For example, if you take 5 courses and they all apply to project management, you can claim the degree credits for each of those courses, but it must be done on a separate CCR form. You can't submit all 5 courses at once. And also be aware that audits do exist in the CCR program. In the event of an audit, you might be required to present a transcript or a report indicating your passing score. Category 2 refers to professional activities and self-directed learning. You can obtain a certain number of PDUs from self-active learning and professional activities. Some of these activities include authoring or co-authoring an article pertaining to project or program management. This should be an article pertaining to project management, published in a non-reference journal, for example. Also, being a speaker or a teacher on a project or program management topic at a conference, symposium, workshop, or formal course can also be used to claim PDUs. Being a speaker on a project or program management topic at a PMI component meeting, which is the PMI chapter meeting, can also be used to claim PDUs. Being a member or moderator of a project program management panel at a conference, symposium, or workshop or formal course can also be used to claim PDUs. Authoring or co-authoring a book that pertains to project or program management can also be used to claim PDUs. Being the developer for a structured project or program management learning course can also be used to claim PDUs. When submitting PDUs for self-directed learning activities, be aware that all these activities must be relevant to project or program management, and also you should have backup documentation that may be required in the event of an audit. So my advice to you is to keep any supporting documentation, either notes, dates, and other details regarding all your learning endeavors. The next category is PMI registered education providers. PDUs may be earned by attending different activities offered by PMI's recognized reps. The next category is courses offered by other education providers. This refers to education providers not recognized by the PMI as reps but are indeed education providers of project management. The key thing to remember here is, for any courses that you do with a rep or any other education provider, is to keep your certificates of completion and letters of attendance. In cases where these don't exist, keep any brochures or course materials that outline the subject matter covered in that study. The fifth category we'll discuss is volunteering your services to professional or community organizations. Again, this should be relevant to project management, and you may be audited, so do keep a letter or certificate from the organization you served indicating the different tasks you performed, project tasks or project teams you worked with. If you feel that you only claimed one PDU for 1 hour of voluntary service, or you only claimed one PDU for attending a seminar for an hour, then you may claim that PDU without any restrictions. Go to www.pmi.org to learn more about the CCR program. Now, if you obtain some other certificate, like a Prince 2 certificate or another project management certificate, my advice to you is keep learning more about the profession. You can never learn too much, so keep studying, keep learning, keep looking for more information to better your career.